will learn more when you study. Yeah? Mu'akada and ghair recommended, and sunnah, that is okay, you can do, you can abandon. Culture, religion. The Prophet is an Arab, so he eat what the Arab love to eat. He eat bread, he don't eat udon. Yeah? The Prophet don't eat sushi. Yeah? So you cannot say, this is a sunnah. No, no. The sunnah you eat with your right hand. The sunnah you say Bismillah. That is what the Prophet wants you to do. As long as halal. How you want to cook, up to you. You want to fry, you want to burn it, barbecue, up to you. Yes. But the Prophet is simple. He's an Arab, he eat like an Arab. Understand? Culture that is not against religion, carry on. Culture against religion, don't follow. You must korban the culture. Next. Next. Salah definition means dua. If a person asks you, what is the meaning of Salah in Islam? Our answer is dua. But Salah in the Islamic terminology, istilahan, meaning every action and recitation that start with Allahu Akbar takbiratul ihram, and then must end with As-Salaam. That is called Salah. That kind of Salah must have wudu. General dua, you don't have to have wudu. Understand? Inshallah. Next. The Prophet is telling us, if a person namaz 5 times a day, it's like a person who wash his body 5 times a day. Because the Prophet said, As-Salat ila salat mukaffarat bainakum. From one salah to the next salah, your sin will be forgiven. You will be erased. Your sin will keep on being erased. So every time you pray, you make mistake again, you do something wrong, Allah will forgive you. But it now means every time you can keep on committing sin. It's a reminder, better, become better, become better. Understand? That is the benefit of prayer. If you pray 5 times a day, after some time you feel, mashallah. You feel very good for yourself. And you also bring goodness to other people. Next. And this is the only deeds Allah will ask us in Akhirah. First thing Allah asks is about your namaz, your salah. He don't ask how many children you have, how many friends you have, how much money you have, no? How many messages you have shared with your friend. Yeah. He don't ask you that. Okay? He don't ask you about your money. He don't ask about children. He asks your namaz, your salah. First thing, the Prophet said, Allah will ask you is your namaz. If Allah check your salah, okay, pass. The rest, Allah will excuse. But if this fails, class, means you have failed, because this is a daily obligation. Every day you do, you cannot fail. Think that you do every day, you become better and better and better. But today, a lot of people are still failing because they don't. Never mind, we are learning today. Next. The ethic before Salah. Next. Tahara. You must have wudu. You must physically clean yourself. Yeah? There are 3 types of cleansing. Usul, for people who have major ablution. You have wet dreams, relationship husband and wife, then you must take usul. Wudu, minor one. Everything you pray, you make wudu. Tayammum, when there's no water. Suddenly tomorrow morning, you wake up, you go to the washroom, you want to take ablution, open the pipe, no water. So what you do? No water, mama. No water, papa. No, mama. Sleep. No? When there's no water, you go dry clean. Tayammum. Tayammum means dry clean. You take clean dust. Dust is everywhere. Then you hit on the tayammum. Just one hit. And then you wipe your face one. And then hand until here. Until here, wrist. Then go and namaz. without water. But when there's water, you must use water. When no water, then you must do tayammum. You cannot have holiday. Your holiday after you die. No more namas. Just go to Jannah and be happy. Khalas. You want ice cream, you get ice cream. What do you want? Anything you want, you can eat over there. Inshallah. Now, there are physical, this is all the physical cleanliness, this is the spiritual one. Yeah? No shirik, yeah? No other intention purely for Allah. Now we have a video to present. Now we can go for a short presentation on a video tentang wudu, about the wudu that Prophet showed us. Yeah? Is being displayed now, inshallah.
Wudu or ablution is the first step to Salah. It is a ritual cleansing and an act of worship. It washes away our minor sins, so it is important to do it properly. The steps involve washing the hands, mouth, and nostrils, face, arms, head, ears, and feet with water. Always begin with the right side, and remember to not waste water when we make our wudu. Let's begin. Make the intention in your heart to perform the wudu for Allah. Begin by saying Bismillah. Wash your hands 3 times, starting with your right hand, and run water between your fingers up to your wrists. Do the same with your left. Next, you want to rinse the mouth and nostrils with the same handful of water. Scoop some water, and in one continuous movement, rinse the mouth and sniff water up into the nostrils, then blow it out. Do this 3 times. Wash your entire face 3 times, covering the complete area from hairline to your jawline, and from ear to ear. For men who have beard, run your wet fingers through your beard like this. Next is your forearms. Starting with the right, wash your forearm from the hand and extend the washing right up to past the elbow. Do this 3 times and repeat with the left. Now you want to wipe water over your head. Begin by wetting your hands, then bring both hands over your head like this. Start from the front of your head, then bring your hands all the way to the back and front again. Then clean both your ears. Use your index fingers to clean the inside and your thumbs to wipe the back. Do this only once. Lastly, wash your foot 3 times. Begin with the right and wash the foot right up to past the ankle. With your right hand, insert your fingers in between your toes, or use your pinky finger to do so. Now repeat with your left foot. Complete your wudu with this supplication. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. I bear witness that there is no God to be worshipped except Allah, and I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad is his slave and messenger. You may also add the following: Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabin waj'alni minal mutatahhirin. O Allah, make me among those who turn to you in repentance, and make me among those who are purified.
That's the wudu that the Prophet has shown us. And we demonstrate like Osman ibn Affan was following the Prophet in a journey. and he saw the Prophet performing his wudu, then he performed accordingly. Then he said to the companion, I perform this ablution the way I seen, I saw Prophet Muhammad does this. That's why anything to do with wudu, the hadith came from Uthman ibn Affan. Okay? Now, maximum 3 times, minimum 1 time, but come to head and ear, always 1. Other part, maximum can go 3 times, but not more. Don't waste it. You're not supposed to. Do it properly before. The perfection of Salah, namaz, rely on the perfection of your wudu. And the key of paradise is the perfection of Salah. That's how you are connected. Tahara, then Salah, then Jannah. Okay? Next. Now this is what you need to do before you pray. Body clean from major, minor ablution. Clothing is clean from najas, cover the aura. The place salat must be clean. You must know the time is in. You must face the qibla if you know, if you are able. But if you can't, like you are flying, the plane is going different direction, you cannot call the pilot. Pilot, I'm your first class passenger. I want you to make a turn. When you reach Qibla, you tell me. Then I say, Allah Akbar, you turn back. No pilot will follow you. Then you have problem. Okay? But then you cannot move. Then whatever you can do, you do. Allah accept you. Okay? You must have intention. Next. Now, this is why you must have the ghusl when you have experienced this. Yeah? Without that, you don't have to have ghusl, just enough with wudu. Now, I want to share with all of you very simple one. Ghusl always come with wudu. It's a package. It is not just go into the washroom, clean your body, shampoo everything, then Bismillah. You just wash the whole body. There is a rule, SOP. Yeah? In the time of the Prophet, you don't have shower, water supply from the pipe. Well water. You go take the well water, take some pill, and come back to your house. Water is limited. So you must take, you go in the washroom, clean your private part first, make sure it's clean, then you take wudu. After taking wudu, before you wash your feet, don't wash your feet first. After, under the head and the ear, then you put your head under the shower 3 times. 1 time, you insert your finger, and then 2nd time, 3rd time. Then you put your right body under the shower, where you have a shower. Make sure you clean the whole right part of your body. Yeah, from bottom to end. Left, and then front and back. Lastly, you wash your leg. Your feet until the ankle. Make sure you insert your finger in between the toes. Make sure that you do not pass anything out. No passing of wind, no urinating. Then now you are finished your ghusl, you are ready for namaz. Yeah. Our book will explain more detail. I just show you just now so you understand. Next. This you can see by your, the book is downstairs. You can get it, inshallah. Next. Wudu, everything is clear, it's mentioned, and there is a reference from Sahih Bukhari, Muslim, and all the reference. Next. 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 This now. Back again. The dua after wudu. Please don't underestimate this dua. Very short. Everybody can recite. Whoever keep on reciting this dua, just this, you can add Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabin wa ja'alni minal mutatahhirin. But if you don't want, you can just stop here. If we die at this point of time, after making wudu, we make this dua, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Back to Allah. What did the Prophet say? 8 gates of paradise will open for you. 8 gates of paradise. Paradise have 8 gates. How many level? How many classes in paradise? Children? How many? Come, try. How many? You have many classes. First class, second class, business class in the aeroplane. First class, business class, yeah, premium, and then you have economy class. You know how many level in Jannah? You want to know? You must pay me money. Next time, I'll tell you. Or you can ask me when Q&A. 8 gates of paradise will open. Don't miss this one. Next. After you have your wudu, your feet is dry, you wear socks. Like now I'm wearing a sock. Or a khuf made of leather. It can be socks, cotton, nylon, no problem. As long as it covers the whole feet and above the ankle. Once you have done that, if you are not a traveler, it lasts you 24 hours. So you don't have to wet the floor. You take a wudu, when come to the feet, you just wet the right hand. You wipe. And come to the left one, you wipe. On the top, not below. Go and pray. Don't take off your socks. It can be cotton, nylon, it can be hoof, leather, as long as it covers the feet. If you are a traveler, you're traveling, it lasts you 3 days, 3 nights. So simple. So the Muslims go anywhere, they don't wet people's floor. Today, everywhere you go, you wet everywhere. Problematic. I don't know why. Because you don't understand. The Prophet show you the way and then you want to follow. Make it difficult. And then somebody go to overseas and then they want to wash their feet. And there's no pipe for you to wash the feet because non-Muslim country. They only have water pipe, where? Basin. Where you wash your face and hand, correct? Now our leg is going out now. Oh. Then the cleaner come and look at you. Oh! Where you from? Where you from? You from the forest? Where can you put your leg? On the top. This is a basin, face, and then hand, leg, no! Correct? But we say, yes, my country leg go up. Don't show your weaknesses. No adab. So when you have wudu, dry, you wear. You don't have to take it out anymore. Simple. Why you make this religion difficult? Because you don't follow Quran Sunnah. You follow your way. What some imam said, what scholars said, not what Prophet Muhammad said. Now we are learning today. Okay. Tayammum I have shown you just now. Just one. Once hit and then the face, the hand until the wrist. Then go and pray. Next. Azan. All the boys must learn how to azan. Have you learned how to call azan, boy? Don't miss. Yeah? When I became Muslim, after I learned about namaz, about prayer, I always try my best to call azan. I don't miss because the Prophet said, whoever make azan in the day of judgment, when the Prophet looking for us, he can know who is the muazzin. He never met us, but suddenly, do you know how tall you all will be raised up in Akhirah, brothers? How tall are we today? How tall is the tallest man you meet before? Have you met anybody 10 feet high? 8 feet? Yes. 9 feet? Yes. 10 feet? Maybe. Maybe. some of the basketball or player making 10, 11. You know, in the day of judgment, every one of us will be raised up with one height, the height of Adam and Eve. You know how tall is Prophet Adam? How tall? Boys, you don't know? His height is 60 zira'a, 60 amlan. 60 amlan. So you go back home, take a measurement, you take one, and then plus 60 times. That is how high and tall Adam is. And Eve. As time move on, the size of human being become smaller and smaller. But maybe Allah wakes us up again in the day of judgment, everybody is in the height of Adam and Eve. Same height. But then, how can the Prophet recognize us? So many billion of people. He never met you before, we never seen him before. But he will know us by what? If you call azan. Suddenly your neck will go up like a giraffe. Only for the muazzin. Then he knows this is the muazzin, come. And drink the water from Al-Kawthar. Number one. The second group, people who always take wudu and make sujood. In the day of judgment, it will shine. The light will come from the forehead, from the hand because you take wudu. Then the Prophet will come forward. Allahu Akbar. Yeah? So don't forget to call azan. Next. Remember, azan, the muazzin must also have adab. You don't call azan when the time is not in yet. Don't call according to your time. Make sure that the imam have informed you time of prayer is in. You got the permission, then only you can call azan. Yeah, next. Then you just follow the muazzin. Next. And then don't forget to read dua after azan. Now by reciting this dua, then we know the maqam of Prophet Muhammad in the day of judgment. The Jannah, the highest we can go, Jannah to Firdaus al-A'la, our Jannah, the highest. The Prophet Jannah is al-Wasila. That is his level. Ati Muhammadan al-Wasila wal-Fadil. That is his level. Yeah? And whoever say this dua, they qualified to receive the shafa'ah from Prophet Muhammad. That's why you have salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad minimum until the end. Then Allahumma rabba hazihi da'wati tamma. Next. Sutra. When you want to make namaz, don't forget to have sutra. We have sutra over here. Sutra can be any object that is in front of you. Yeah. We have the sutra example. For people who are praying in a public area, or you notice there's a door for people to come in and you have to pray behind them. Make sure you have a sutra. Yeah. Without a sutra, the Prophet don't allow. Don't pray without a sutra. Yeah. Next, you see, do not pray except to a sutra. And when you have a sutra, I share next, the limit, the height, minimum 1 feet to 2 feet. Height is okay, but not less than 1 feet. Next. Next, this can be a sutra. The drinking bottle, the mineral water, that is the big one, can be a sutra. Yeah. The wall can be a sutra. I give you one example, the importance of sutra. Boy, stand up forward. Help me, do some exercise. This is the Qibla, this is my sutra. I'm going to pray. When I say takbir, you try to walk across me. Understand? Okay? Slowly, okay? Allahu Akbar. I can block you if I have a sutra. If I don't have a sutra, I cannot block you. Because this is between me and my sutra. Nobody is allowed to cross. Understand? Say you want to cross, you force yourself to cross. Force yourself. I will block you. If you still become funny, I will push you. I will throw you. Because you're small, I can grab you. Thank you. Because if you know the hukum of crossing people, you prefer to stand there and wait for 1 year, no problem. The sin, you are cutting off my communication with Allah. I only can stop you if I have a sutra. Okay? Now, wait, stand up. Come. You pray. You make now your namas. Yeah, sometimes if I don't know, I want to cross and you stop me. I don't know why you stop me. I thought you want to make salam with me. So I grab your hand. And then when you stop me, you cannot look at me. Your prayer continue. Your prayer you recite, continue. Only your hand stop. Understand? Yeah. You don't look at the person. If the person look at you, you don't look at him. Yeah? You just look at the place where you make sujud. That is when you have a sutra. Next. Now, man and woman in prayer is the same, except few areas. Saf. Best saf for the woman behind, best saf for man is in front. Different. The second is when the woman become imam, the woman don't stand in front like a man. Aisha become the imam for the woman. She stand in the middle of the same saf. Two boys come up. Come up, you and you. Up, quick. Come. This is just an example. Come. If two ma'mum, then the male imam stand in front. Yeah? But if only one ma'mum, then we stand side by side. Always side. Yeah? When the woman become imam, Aisha stand kum wasatahinna, in the middle. She just stand a bit, the toes a bit in front, but in the same side. Woman don't stand in front like the man. Yeah. So that is the difference. Thank you. And if the imam make a mistake in the salah, the ma'mum male will say Subhanallah to remind the ma'mum. Yesterday, if I'm not wrong, there was a prayer for the, I forgot whether it's day, I think it's Zohor or Asr. It was a surprise for me, surprise for our imam here. We have one guest from, I forget whether, from my country, who was praying with us. It's a day prayer. Recitation must be silent. But he recited so loud. Louder than Imam. No? So, Alhamdulillah, Imam reminds us. Subhanallah. Then he stop. The Imam also can remind the Ma'mum. So now the Ma'mum make mistake. The male Ma'mum say Subhanallah. The female don't say Subhanallah. The female clap the hand. Clap the hand. But don't keep on clapping for so many times. Imam must have knowledge, Makmum must have knowledge. If not, then don't be Imam. Learn the adab of Imam. Okay? That is the difference. The best place for the woman to pray at home, the best place for the man is in the masjid. Next. Niyat, all anything you want to do, your intention must be correct. Next. The niyat is not verbally, it's in your heart. There's no recitation. The Prophet never taught us to say, Usalli Fawdu. The Prophet never taught us. It's only when the non-Arab ask the Arab, what is niyat? They explain, you don't understand. Yeah, means Usalli Fawdu Zohar al-Barakat. I'm telling you, I'm praying Zohar for Rakat in Arabic. So later on, the non-Arab become Muslim, they thought this is niyat. The niyat is in your heart. There's no recitation. Yeah. Next. Tuma'nina in Salah is very important. What is tuma'nina? Tuma'nina means every movement you must pause. You cannot continue. There one time, one companion prayed. He was late. He missed the prayer with the Prophet. So he was praying alone. And the Prophet was looking at him. So he prayed. The Prophet was talking to the Sahaba between Rawdah and the Mimbar. What happened? Now this person was praying like that. I show you just the movement. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu man hamidah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. After he prayed, he went to the Prophet. The Prophet said, go and pray again. Then he came back to the Prophet. The Prophet said, go and pray again. But he followed. The third time he got tired. He said, Ya Rasulullah, why I must keep on praying again and again? When other people pray one time, khalas. He said, you don't have tuma'nina. Tuma'nina means every movement there must be a stop. Long stop. Recite Subhana Rabbil Azim 3 times minimum. Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Rabbana lak, stand still. You don't spring the aerobic. No. No. You must stop. That is called tuma'nina. Yeah. No tuma'nina, your prayer is not valid. Next.
Sir, we have break.
Qiyam. We are having a break now.
15 minutes.
So we are going to have a short break because I'm the only one who stand and talk. The rest is listening and sitting. You need a short break, inshallah.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Alhamdulillah.
This teacher will bring the tea, please.
Alhamdulillah. Allah. Inshallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi hamdan kathiran tayyiban barakan fih. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. All brothers, alhamdulillah, now we are talking about the Salah. Now I'm going to show you the movement first. Yeah? Just 2 units of prayer. Now, when I say prayer is in English. Now, the Arabic term for this kind of prayer that starts with Allahu Akbar and with Salam is called Salah. Because the word prayer can be any prayer, any dua. But when you say Salah, means is a very specific prayer. Start with Allahu Akbar and with Salam, and you must have ablution. You must be clean. That is called Salah. Okay? Very important. I forget to highlight again the term deen in Islam. The word deen, maliki yaumiddin, lakum dinukum waliyadin. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Allah used the word deen. The best way to understand this Arabic term deen mean do and do. Is a religion that talk about the do and the do. That is what the deen is. The deen of Islam always here to tell you, do this, don't do that. Say this, don't say that. Eat this, don't eat that. Drink this, don't drink that. To show you the way. That is what the deen is. But this is divine from God, not from man. If you don't want to follow the divine law, do and don't, you have to follow man-made law. Anywhere you go, there must be do and don't. But this is divine, unchanged, everywhere the same. Every Muslim pray 5 times a day. Whether you are a king, you are a billionaire, 5 times a day. You cannot say, because I'm a king, I pray once in a week. So I'm a king. You are no king, you 5 times a day. No. Same law. One law for everybody. Nobody is above that law. Now, look at my movement. Because when the Prophet said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli, perform your namaz, your prayer, like how you seen me perform. We don't see the Prophet, but he was showing, the companion was the witness, and they record. That's how the Sifatul Salah was being compiled. Now, look at my movement first. Yeah, look at my movement.
Please, everyone can see from there.
Can you all see?
Move the table.
You can move first for a while.
Yeah.
Come to move the table.
You come to this point, I think everyone can.
Okay, then. You can go
Sheikh,
further.
And from this,
Yeah.
that direction is best.
I must face the Qibla. Sutra is there. If the wall is there, then that makes my sutra. Now, just look at my movement. 2 rakaat prayer. 2 rakaat prayer. 2 unit. Stand facing Qibla. Leg stand facing Qibla. You don't face body Qibla, but your feet go this direction. That means this go China and Russia. Yeah. Go to Mecca. Alignment straight. Now ready for the prayer. You don't open your leg too long. Open. Don't too close. Not balance. Just well balanced based on your body size. Okay? Now ready for the movement. Yarfa yadayhi hasman kibay ila furu'i uzunay. Now the Prophet is showing you now his movement. Raise up your hand, not too high, not too low, in between the shoulder blade and the earlobes. Allahu Akbar. Say Allah. Wada yadahi yumna ala yusra ala sadri. Right, left on the chest. Then you silent recite dua iftitah, ta'awuzu, bismillah, fatiha and surah. Go down for ruku. Allahu Akbar. Elbow go up, not down. Here, hold this. Subhana rabbil azim 3 times. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Rabbana lakal hamd. Look how I will go down, like the Prophet, what he wants us to do first. Later on we check. When you go down, your hand before your knee. Allahu Akbar. 7 parts of the body must be on the ground. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. When you go down, don't do like this. If your elbow is also going down, that means it's like a dog. And then 7 parts, forehead, nose, the 2 palms, 2 knees, toes, 7. Coming to the second rakat. You can push up like this with the fist, or with the open flap. Yeah. Palms and then Allahu Akbar.
And backside also they should how the foot and the other direction also we have to teach. No, sir.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Then down again. Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Rabbana lakal hamd. Down. Allahu Akbar. Now you go. Show you. Each time you go down, then your feet go
Together.
together. When you stand like this, when you come sujud, sit in between. Allahu Akbar. You can sit like this, the best is this way. If you want to sit like this, also can once in a while. Called iq'ah. This is called iq'ah. But the Prophet left you to sit like this if possible. This is called iftirash. Iftirash. Then go down sujud again. Allahu Akbar for the second rak'ah. Then you're making the tashahud. Allahu Akbar. Like Fajr prayer. Now remember, any prayer that ends with one tashahud, like Fajr, the Sunnah Ba'diyah, Eid al-Fitri, Eid al-Adha, Jum'at, you have only one tashahud. Because 2 rak'ah, 2 units. So your sitting tashahud, highly recommended in this manner. This is called iftirash. When you have a prayer that 2 tashahud, first like this, the second tashahud, highly recommended to do like this. This is called tawarruk. Tawarruk. Why the Prophet show you 2 different type of sitting? So that when you become imam anywhere, and the ma'mum latecomer, when they want to join you and you see you making this kind of tahiyat, they know that
Second rakat.
you are not the end tashahud. That means they can join you, they can get the reward of jama'ah. But when you come to this time of tashahud, then they know they are too late. Because you cannot get the reward of jama'ah until you have 1 full rakat with the imam. That is why the movement of iftiraj and tawarruk is important. To help other people to know that now you are in the first tashahud, now you are in the last tashahud. Okay? And that is the movement. Now, what is very important, brothers and sisters, no sisters, there are some sisters, is that when you go down, the Prophet, like you, don't go down like a camel. We are, majority of us who are still healthy, the children, you go down there. What go down first? Touch the ground. Is our
Knee.
our knee. Because our knee is closer. But it's highly recommended. If you can't, that is a different case. If you can. When you want to go down, of course you bend your knee, but before you reach the ground, you see the softness. You don't injure the knee. You can now, because you are still active. You see, old people cannot do that anymore. No, old people will go down like this, and then support by the hand, and you can see that it's safer because your body weight is going down. Even when you come out, if you come out like this, some people come out like this. Most of us, Allahu Akbar, and then we push up. Or some we just come to the side and then push up. You can go out of balance. It depends how your movement. But when you move in this direction, rest for a while, and then you push up. Safer and highly recommended. Do whatever you can do first. If you are not used to it, you try to make some adjustment to upgrade the movement to follow the way of the Prophet. But if you can't, then you do whatever you can. Islam is very simple. Fattakullah mastata'tum. Allah said, whatever you can't do, you do what you can. Simple as that. If you can, try your best to do. Then you will appreciate. After a certain time, you know, wow, there's so many benefits. Even in exercise, you go to any gym, people who are very good in doing exercise, they will tell you what is the difference. You go down with your knee and you go down, but you go down with your hand first. And what is the difference if you push up and then you rest and then you push up? Well balanced. No, our body, as is getting older and also more weight now, so you must be very careful. You can fall and it can cause accident. This is the movement of the Prophet. I'm just showing you so that you know. If you see why people do this, why people do that, you have some knowledge. People who do this because they know the Prophet himself does this. But if you can't, then don't worry, do what you can. I'm sharing this why so that if you see somebody move there, you don't judge them. Oh, which group they belong to? It's not that. You know why Imam Malik, most of the Maliki, when they pray, they don't raise up, they don't stand, they go like this. Allahu Akbar. They never even clear. Because Imam Malik was in prison for a while. Because he's one of the great Imam. At that time, the leader of the Muslim, when he sees some beautiful woman, and he won, he don't care you are married or not. If you're married also, he called his officer, give him mahar, talak, I want this woman. So he want everybody to agree that what he do is halal. Imam Malik said no. Anything you force people to marry is haram, you force people to divorce is haram. He was in prison. And then they called him to agree with what the leader wanted. He said, I can't do that. Force is haram. They torture him. How they torture him? They hit his shoulder. Call him to say what the leader wants. He said no. The leader can say anything, people don't follow. If I say, people follow. So they keep on beating him, and then 2 of the shoulder blade was broken. So when his student come and visit him, and later on when he was released, he cannot raise up his head. The best maybe he tried one, Allah Akbar, he tried, and then he prayed with the hand down. A lot of people don't know this history. But the Prophet always cared. There's no difference between male and female. That is important to understand. Yeah. So now when you come to the Qiyam, everybody know what is Qiyam, to stand up. For people who cannot stand, for fardu prayer, you must stand. You cannot pray while sitting unless you are not well. Those who have knee problems, they cannot go down for sujood because the knee, they cannot even sit down and pray because the knee cannot bend. So they pray while standing. But rukuk they can, they put a chair behind. Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana lakal hamd. When it comes to sujood, they sit. And then they try their best to go down to what level they can. Don't go too down, then you will fall. You injured yourself. You know your body better than anyone. Do your level best and sujood. This is for people who cannot sujood but they can stand. So you don't have to sit all the way. You can still stand. Only the time that you cannot make sujood, that's the time you sit and then you try your level best. Subhanallah, example. If you are in the plane, you can take down the tray in front of you. And then you can pray. Example, this is the tray. In front of you to put your food. You cannot stand. Sometimes they don't allow you to stand. Unless you're flying with Mars Airline, Malaysian Airline. They got a corner you can pray 2 person at one time. I always pray with my wife. Yeah? And you can face the Qibla. They will show you where's the Qibla, then Alhamdulillah. Saudi Airline, you can pray 10 people. Because they have big space. Other airlines, they say no standing. Dangerous. So they don't allow you to stand. Then you have to sit. Wherever you face, inshallah, there will be a Qibla. You don't worry. Now, when you put down the tray, you pray, Allahu Akbar. Allah Ruku. Sami Allah Hamida. Rabbana lakal hamd. Sujud, put your hand on the tray. If the tray is very close to you, and you can make sujood, you try to make sujood. Example. And then sit, Allahu Akbar. Allahumma ghfirli warhamni wahdini wafini warzuqni. Allahu Akbar. Put the hand on the tray. Then come second rakat. Allahu Akbar. That's how you continue your prayer while you are sitting. And you have something to help you, yeah, so that you know now I'm ruku, now I'm sujood. If you don't have to call somebody to bring a table for you, no. Yeah, that is not practical at all. Normally, I don't know about here. If you go to Hong Kong, you go to China, even in Taiwan, they have a special kind of chair for people who cannot make sujood. A chair that there is a plank here to put to make sujood. But it is not necessary. But if you have that, it's good. You can make use of it. Why? So that you are not confused. Am I sujood or ruku? Just to help you. Now, when you are praying, now you are bedridden. You cannot, if you got a break, some problem from the back, you cannot sit. You injured your back. So you're lying down. When you are lying down, brother and sister, you are bedridden, but you still have to namaz. So what do? Example, I'm just showing you. You look at this light. You are standing. When you come to ruku, you look further down. You find 3 points. I give example if this is how you make your sleeping. When you are standing, look at the light there. When you are making ruku, look at the middle light. Coming up, look back to the right. When you are making sujood, you go look for the third one. Why you want to do that? You just have to have 3 points to help you to focus. Now I'm standing. Now I'm bowing down. Now I iktidal. Now I'm making sujood. But if you think your memory is strong enough, without looking at this point, you do it. But being human, sometimes we get confused. I made my ruku this time. So you use 3 signs to help you to guide you. But don't miss your prayer. Remember, there is no place in Islam for people who don't pray. That's why the Prophet said, "La tatruku as-Salaam muta'ammidan." فَمَنْ تَرَكَهَا مُتَعَمِّدًا فَقَدْ خَرَّجَ مِنَ الْمِلَّةِ. Don't ever abandon your namaz, your prayer, without reason. If you do it, purposely I don't want to pray, that time you die, the Prophet said, you are out of Islam. Because the difference between a Muslim and a not yet Muslim is prayer. So a Muslim must pray. How kusyuk is up to you and your Allah. But you must show the difference. I am a practicing Muslim. Not just Muslim by name, but a practicing, a minimum Muslim. They don't miss the namaz. And one of the beauty of Islam, brothers, the Prophet ﷺ said, I was given 5 miracles where all Anbiya, the Prophet before me, don't have. I share with you 2 today. 5 that were given to Prophet Muhammad was not given to early Prophet. 2 that I want to share tonight. Number 1, Allah made this earth, al-ard masajid, for me and my ummah. That means my ummah can worship Allah anywhere. You don't have to look for a musalla, only you pray. Anywhere you go, there's no more sofa, R&R, any place, corner, you know, but place, you can pray. So easy. So what excuse do you have? Oh, the mosque is so far, pray wherever you are. So easy. Number 2, I was sent to everybody. I'm a prophet to Rahmatul Alamin, for all tribe and nation. Early prophet, they were sent to their qawm only. Moses was sent to Bani Israel. Jesus was sent to Bani Israel only. Only Bani Israel have the right to claim we are Ahli Kitab. The non-Bani Israel cannot claim because Jesus was not sent for them. Even the Bible said, I was not sent except to the lordship of Israel, not to the Samaritan, not to the Gentile. In the Bible said. Jesus was not sent to the Romans, but to Bani Israel. So only the Bani Israel have the right to claim we are Ahli Kitab. The Chinese Christian cannot claim Ahli Kitab because Jesus will not acknowledge them. A Malay Christian cannot claim I'm Ahli Kitab. Jesus was not sent to them. Jesus was sent only to the lordship of Israel. Moses, liqawmihi. Jesus, Allah said, I sent Jesus ibn Maryam, li Bani Israel. Just like that. Okay? So, now, we go back to the prayer just now. Qiyam, I have shown you. This is the video. You can see slowly. Now, the takbir, when the takbir I show you just now is praying alone. When you pray in the jama'ah, then the imam must have proper knowledge. If the imam ends his recitation before ending his movement, then you create problem for the ma'mum. The ma'mum will commit a lot of mistake because of the imam. Yeah. Praying alone is easy, your own timing. But to ma'nina must be there. The recitation, I show you a bit, the recitation. Next. This is now we go, the recitation. Raise up your hand. Next. Next, takbiratul ihram, placing the hand. Then, doa iftitah come in. Next. Yeah, the first one. Back again. Okay. There are 12 types of doa iftitah the Prophet recite. 12, not 1, not 2, not 3. There are 12 different types. You can choose any one of them. The most popular is this, number 1. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika wa tabaraka ismuka ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha. How many memorize this? Can you raise up your hand? How many who memorize this? I think majority memorize this. Okay. Next one. Or you can say Allahu Akbar Kabir. How many memorize this? How many memorize this, please? Also you memorize this. Good. Yeah? Our Asian, Malaysian, Singaporean, Thailand, Indonesia, all memorize this. It's also the Sunnah of the Prophet. You can choose. You have the right to choose because the Prophet taught you many times. Yeah? Next, but if you choose, back again, if you choose this, you should stop here. You don't continue because the Prophet never continued. He give you a choice, A, B, or C. Next, you can choose also this one. Qul inna salati wajjahtu wajhiya lillazi fatara as-samawati. But if you choose this, you start from wajjahtu. Because Allahu Akbar Kabira is a separate one for iftitah. But remember, if you choose this, you don't stop here. You should continue all the way until wa atubu ilayk. How many of us memorize until the end? So, alhamdulillah. Those who have memorized, you can choose this. But when you want to recite this, you start with wajjahtu. Don't mix with Allahu Akbar Kabir. It's totally a different set of the one. Or, next, you recite this. Allahumma ba'id baini wa baina khataya kama ba'atta baina mashriq wal maghrib until the end. I only show you 4. You can choose. The Prophet have 12. But I think 12 too confused. You know, 4 also we get confused already. So you can choose anything that you are used to it, comfortable, you carry on. Next. Then you say ta'awuz. You will go back to the hadith of the Prophet. Every time when you want to recite Quran, in the namaz, in Salah, the ta'awuzu, the Prophet always at hamzihi wa nafqihi wa nafsihi. Other the Salah, the outside, you want to read Quran, you just say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Okay. But in the namaz, the Prophet want you